All right, g'day guys and gals. Welcome to back to Pedals of Perth. So what I'm going to do is give you a look today at my new project guitar. So just a little backstory. I have been hunting around for a super Strat style of guitar, namely like Charvel. I do have some 90s Japanese gear, which I love. I just wanted something a little bit different. So yeah, as I say, I had a look at a couple of guitars, and the price range, or the price I was looking at spending for second hand, I wasn't 100% happy with everything about it, whether it be that it had a maple fingerboard instead of rosewood, the bridges that were on it, whatnot. And I thought, well, you know, what did Eddie do back in the day when he wanted a super Strat? He fucking made one, you know, and he took bits and pieces of guitars and chucked it all together and completely bastardized it, and he tinkered with it until he was happy with it. And it has become one of the most, you know, iconic guitars that we've seen in rock and roll history, namely the Frankenstrat. So I thought, bugger it, I'm gonna build one myself. So I started looking around, and I only just started looking around. And I thought, well, I'll look at high-end Squires, or, you know, like Mexican Strats or stuff like that. I didn't want anything Chinese made. Korean, yeah, not too bad. Made in Japan, cool. And anyways, I received a message today from a mate of mine, and he actually has quite a few guitars, and I did contact him about it, and he wasn't overly keen on selling me one of his 70s vintage Japanese guitars for me to completely bastardize. Anyways, he messaged me and he says, I think I've got the perfect guitar for you. So I get a message and a couple of pictures, and this is it. So she is a Tokai. Now you can see a bit closer there, you can see paint's peeling, and it's got a little bit of rash on it. Down here, it's bit hard to see in the light. Yeah, you can sort of see there how the paint's all cracking a little bit, and yeah, but so it's got the dual humbuckers, sort of standard Fender style bridge, 1 volume, 2 tone, but most importantly, it's got the rosewood fingerboard that I like. Also too, it does actually have the painted neck. So what I'm going to do is I will sand that back, get that playing super smooth. Of course, going to change out these tuners because they suck balls. Going to look at, so of course, going to do neck. We're going to, the frets are actually alright, but they do need a little bit of work on the sides there, so that's not a major drama. The straightness of it isn't quite there, so what I will probably do is redo the screws on the neck. So I'm going to plug the neck, yeah, and then re-drill that and just straighten that up a little bit. Undecided what I'm going to do with the bridge yet. I had thought about going for a full Floyd, but I'm also going to have a look around at some of the newer designed for Fender replacements and stuff like that and see. And at the end of the day, I don't do a whole lot of whammy bar action, and when I do, I'm pretty much just going down because everybody loves going down. Pickups, these are actually pretty damn good already as it is. They're the Matsumoto factory, come from the Matsumoto factory in Japan. So this is around this is an 80s Japanese Tokai, and they're pretty hot. They actually, yeah, they sing out pretty damn well. But what I'm looking at doing is I'm going to replace the entire pick guard. I'm going to leave the body as is. I'm not going to touch the body. I actually want it with a bit of the mojo on it. I like that the paint's cracking, and that well, you know, there's chips and chunks, and you know, a little, you know, in a few places. Output jack on the side there rather than on the top. But yeah, so what I'm going to look at doing is replacing this. I don't like the position of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it into a two knob. So it'll be volume tone, taking out the selector switch, and we're going to take out one of the pickups. So it's going to become a single pickup only in the bridge. And yeah, not sure. If I go with a Fender style bridge, then I'll probably just look at going for locking nuts, or locking tuners, I should say. If I do go full Floyd, well then we'll have to look at doing that. But anyway, so that's the blank canvas that we've got at the moment. And yeah, I will keep you up to date, and you know, hopefully you guys will follow me along the journey as I do little bits and pieces to it, and yeah, see where we get, you know, down the long run. Now, as I say, the US Charvel that I was looking at second hand, just by buying this, I've pretty much purchased it for less than a third of what the guy was asking. So, you know, I can still spend double what I've paid on the guitar on parts and everything else. And so that's going to be sort of my mission, is that, you know, I reckon I'm probably going to have to spend about double. So what I've spent on the guitar plus that again on parts, and I'm going to make this into an absolute rip-roaring shred machine. Not that I can fucking shred, but anyways. So yeah, hope you guys stay with me for this journey, and yeah, don't forget, don't stop till you pop.